Hi, it's Roger Hamilton here with a fundamental building block for the Wealth Lighthouse. We've been talking about the Millionaire Master Plan in a series of videos where I'm just sharing that there is a way for you to be able to follow specifically the map, or another way to look at it is a GPS, which allows you to see the kind of invisible map of where you need to be going next so that you don't end up heading down the wrong track in your success and in your wealth in life. But one of the most important things is that as you start going through these building blocks and building it, and you start looking at how to move up this lighthouse, there is one thing which is the act of building itself, which we need to be really clear about, is that the fact that as we start moving up the lighthouse, there is a specific language of wealth, which most of us haven't learned. So what is this language of wealth, and what is the most important building block we need to master? The most important thing to start with is just looking for a moment at, so I'm going to go through this so you can see how this works, going through the equation that I mentioned earlier, that wealth equals value times leverage. And the easiest way for me to explain what the language is that we should be speaking is by seeing what the languages we currently tend to be speaking or that we learned when we're younger, and we may not even be aware that it is a language that's holding us back. And it's a language which is not of wealth, but it's a language of the opposite of wealth, which is poverty. That a lot of us will actually learn to speak a language which is holding us back, and that people kind of physically run away from us from, or even might think in helping us, it's almost like charity. When every single one of us, it doesn't matter what situation we're in life, we can find someone who's more successful than us, but we can also find people that also aren't at the same level of success as us as well. We can look at it both ways. The most important thing is how we're moving forward by understanding how this language shows up in our day-to-day words. And we can always see when the poverty language comes out, because instead of us talking about value, we're talking about something called need. What our need is. It's like, these are the things I need. In fact, some of us, even in business, we're going out saying, I need your business. And we're all going out to someone saying, I need money. I need a job. So as long as you're speaking about the things that you need, you're coming from a place of poverty. And it's like, well, but if I need it, then shouldn't I be telling people? Well, no, because whatever your greatest need is, there's a way to reorganize it so it actually is something of great value. Whatever your biggest challenge is someone else's biggest opportunity. There's a second part, which is leverage, where if you said, well, what is value? Value is something that creates attraction, that people want more of. No one wants your need, right? Need is something which actually does the opposite of attraction. Whereas leverage, which is about creating more with less, the opposite, which is taking more and making less, is a word called lack. These words show up very specifically in a way that we speak in a language of poverty called requests, without even knowing that we're doing it. So when you're speaking in the language of requests, what does that sound like? We learned this at school, by the way, because at school, whenever we were wanting to ask a question, what do? We put our hand up. And what would we be asking? We'd be asking specifically what it is we don't know. We put our hand up for other things as well, other requests, like need to go to the bathroom, right? That's obviously a need that we have, right? So it's a request. So a request is something that is based on need, which is us saying, this is what I need. And if you find yourself in your language, whether it's looking for investment because you need money, whether it's looking for business because you need sales, whether it is looking for a job because you need someone to pay you something, in all those cases, as long as you're chasing that, it's really tough to get it. Because no one's spreading that on to say you need it unless they're feeling charitable to you. The second thing, which is lack, is as much part of that as well, which is that you're constantly out there basically trying to take something, because this is all based on taking. I need this, give me some so I can do something with it. It's all based on consumption. And you say, okay, well, what's the opposite way to do it? And the opposite is a language called opportunities. The language of opportunities is very, very different. Take, for example, the difference of me saying, I need $10,000, compared to me going to someone who I know has $10,000 and say, I've got a great investment opportunity that if you'd like to invest your $10,000, I have a way that I could actually take the 10,000, give you a 10% return on it, make sure you get your capital back with minimum risk, and at the same time, make a difference in an area you're really passionate about. Now, wouldn't that sound more interesting? I'm coming to you with an opportunity as opposed to me coming to you with a request. Instead of me saying, I need a job, If I was to say, hey, I know that at the moment you're looking for someone who's got great skill sets when it comes to marketing or great skill sets when it comes to organizing your website. I've got some great skills and I'd love to have a chance to show you what I can do, because I'm pretty sure that with my skill sets supporting you, it's going to help you go to where you want to get to right now. It's an opportunity that I'm passing on. And more importantly, people love passing on opportunities to others as well. So the moment you start sharing your opportunity, the moment you take your biggest challenge and you turn it into a big opportunity, is the moment that others start listening. They are saying, hey, there's something there that I might want here. And most importantly, you've got something which, instead of it being a package of need, is a package of value. Instead of it being something that when someone takes it and gives it, it becomes less, it's something that when someone takes it and passes it on, it becomes more. It's a little bit like if you think about getting on a football pitch, and if you were there just chasing the ball or trying to grab the ball, no one would want to play with you. If you're there trying to take the ball the whole time, everyone notices, they won't want to play. But if you're constantly looking to give the ball, if you're constantly always like saying, pass it to me because I can pass it on, then people start seeing you as someone of true value because they want to play with you. They know that the more you pass it around, the more it's going to come back to you as well. And this is one of the most important aspects for anyone playing the game, is they want to be playing with others who know how to pass it on more than knowing how to receive it. This element here is not about taking. It's about giving. There's a structure to every opportunity. And there's a structure that we use within our network which allows you to package your opportunity, say exactly what it is that you're looking for, exactly what it is you can give a value, and who it is that can get the most value from that, in such a way that you can always find the team you're looking for, you can always find the resources you're looking for. Because it's not based on the lack of resources. It's based on an abundance of resources. It's based on the fact that we all are working not in an economy where everything's in lack and economized, but in an ecology where we can actually collaborate and cooperate with each other, knowing that we're all going to be far more successful by actually working together and passing it on. Most importantly, as you go through and understand the structure of how you speak in a language of opportunities, the most important thing is knowing that there is a limit to what you can get, but there is no limit to how much you can give.